Yes, it's the long-awaited sequel to Doki Doki. What is our name?
Finger looking good.
To celebrate Doki Doki and my voice box being killed? Well, frick.
Well, frick. Oh, yeah.
Well, frick. Parents, if you walk in, they chose this.
Yeah? Okay.
Alright, since I am the main protagonist, I'm gonna be the narrator. You sleep softly in the morning as the morning casts a warm glow through the window of your modest studio apartment. I can't speak. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Can you space? Or you could wake up now, your first day of culinary school.
What is that?
Fucking die. Okay. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Now, in case you didn't know, this takes place after Doki Doki. So he got out of high school, now he's in university. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. I need to take this seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Chief, brushed, hair, comb, pits, deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. That is a nice KFC biscuit. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That's the best name I've ever heard. Here comes your lifelong best friend, Mirame. You can voice her, I guess. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it.
Good morning, well, frick. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually, I'm...
Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay. A lot nervous. Wait, what?
What's the...
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you and me rescued from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great.
But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
A sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you prep talk her? Remember, last month when we saw that fortune teller, she said our tarot cards read?
The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget.
I know she looked spooky, but she was sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and the other card featuring this handsome fellow in the red suit?
I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own.
And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we will be graduating, and you will be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk him up, you can hear her nerves begin to ease.
You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe it? I cut them myself.
You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted with someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hand and onto the ground.
Hey!
It's Aisha. It's Aisha. Your arch rival. She's totally evil. But you know you can't help but to be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Aisha.
Who's voicing this first?
I will. Why not? Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Oh, my feelings. How does she know?
You leave Wellwork's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
Oh, dude, I can't stand. Even though her name is annoying, you know for a fact that she's actually Ashley. But she tried to add a few extra letters, like the British, to make her feel better than everyone. Why add a U to words? U's are useless.
If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us.
We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see best friend Van the Man. Okay, you're voicing this guy. He stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight that you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van.
You're right.
You've never been sure about what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, and Van have been just as close as you and M, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think that they just hand us our diplomas now.
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us.
Bro, have you noticed his star hawk?
Have you noticed that they've been blinking, not moving
Oh, what
at
the
all?
fuck? I
They've
didn't
just been
even know.
blinking.
With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So, you resist the urge. Let's go, Em.
See you later, losers.
You're voicing this kid, I don't care. No, actually I will. Screw it. Okay, we get it. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against a window directly next to us. Don't be short. Oh, fuck. Empty! I think it's broken! You reach forward and easily pull the doors open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's an old dirtbag. You know what? Fuck it. You read it. I'm not doing this.
You're gonna break your voice.
I don't care. It's fucked up. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must read one heck of a chef. Also, his name clearly says Bob. I guess he's reading upside down. A retard. Hi, Pop. I'm well, frick. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
Yeah.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Aww.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
Okay, so this chick's like that 10-year-old at the spare time, trying to hit on me. Then I told them I was kidding.
Yeah.
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the front of the class. Adorable. I'll read Sprinkles, why not? Now, quiet down, everyone. Who's this unreasonably cute pup? And why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little bit fluffy. I'm gonna talk like this all the time, screw it. But I still demand respect. Woof. Dude, let's just get Brendan in this call. He'd do perfect. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. Oh, I lost! You're immediately swept up by the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence, you can read Colonel.
Okay, please, call me Colonel.
If you give him like a southern accent, that'd be funny.
What?
A southern accent.
Colonel Sanders.
There we go. A hush murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweatslot.
Aha!
I forgot the voice. Maybe we should open that window back up before Fiance, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
Faucet!
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What is with you and all your really weird insults?
Besides, when Welfreck sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Look at that shimmer.
Alright, we're going for the M-chick route. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot! Oh! Professor Dog steps in to settle this class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world, the birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there may even be a little adorable tiny food. And when it's all said and done, there will be a battle. You are left our sparks and complete for the bloomy cooking arena. Contemplating life here. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's arousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really Quiet! Wait till class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You want the fast-paced twack out of here, young man. And are you sure you're even in the right place? Wait, is that Obama? No, that guy's white. What was his name? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled! And if you utter one more word before I finish, let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. You're Clank.
What?
You're Clank. Make noises.
Okay. Whirr.
The class burst into laughter. Oh, Clank, you wackle. Sprinkle walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind?
Chicken.
Yeah, sure. You reach beneath your apron and return the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Dude, how did you know? Well, I think we might have some competition for the new star student. The Brendan professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. See the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, Wang Chef. Take a seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain.
Hey, Wilfred, there's still a seat right here. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me. If you're interested.
Obviously, Colonel Sanders.
Yep.
You moved to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect, upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat.
I've only had two rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something.
That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay! A quiz about me.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for Wi-Fi culinary school. Keep your mind sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. A train is traveling to a point to extremely. That's right. Forest is to twee as chicken is to feather. That's right.
Hey, we're doing pretty good.
What is the most efficient using intentional effort? Spork. Even though I hate sporks, but you know. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? I want to do pancake, but I don't know if that's correct.
I feel like it's the top.
That's why! Is Sprinkles a good boy?
Probably the
No,
one.
I'm just kidding. That's why! Your total score is
Yeah.
perfect 5 out of 5! Wow, be honest, did you cheat? Well, you look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed.
Oh wait, I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain.
Oh, hot diggity, well, frick, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever ate at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be as serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room, tickles your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy
Okay,
good.
why is everyone Southern now? Colonel, yeah, you
I
should be
can't. I
Southern.
forget the accent
Just
and the
do like a
voice for
female
everything.
voice or like a
Okay,
just
fine.
female.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch.
No, that's
It
Van the
smells
Man
crazy
Man.
good.
Whatever. Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
He sounds so depressed. Why is he depressed?
Look at him. He looks depressed.
No, the guy on the right, student, looks there. No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was.
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement
Hey, I was.
about lunch.
Everyone cheers. But I.
Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch.
Perfect voice. Should keep that. She said, shh.
In honor of our new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created.
Fried chicken.
Biscuits. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
Is this?
Colonel Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled higher are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating.
For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I'll say about it. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe? Dude, sure. Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting the last will and testament in case those ingredients is poison. Got him.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You like to see what Zinger has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change as from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realized that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like that. She wants him all to herself.
Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, you don't want any?
I'll take his!
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Oh! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food
Oh no.
transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a jump stick in your hand, you float weightlessly. focus and try to identify every flavor, savor the moment, and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, swim towards the light. Can we save? We cannot save.
Um,
If we swim towards the
Nope.
light, we're gonna die. That's.
I think that's a pretty valid way to go out.
What if we have to
Eating Colonel
restart?
Sanders chicken.
Have a heart attack from the grease in it. Every flavor. Savor the moment. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful. Pure heavenly. What a guy. Along with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with the Colonel. We walk towards him. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for you, a fellow chef?
What exactly was on that chicken?
Haha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all this time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
This is the next image I'm gonna make in that Roblox rolling game. It's just that you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
He's clearly not gonna give it up that easily, but doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't be learning be fun?
Aw.
You got moxie. I'll give you that.
Colonel looks both ways to make sure that we're truly learned, and then leans in. You feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great grandmother taught me.
I use the FNAF lore.
Oh,
FNAF lore? Wow, I never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
it's you again. Howdy.
Sounds like Patrick.
Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduate.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him? Nah, that sounds bad. Wow him with a big idea. Tad in it? Nah. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment. Well, Frick.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
I know we only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
You step inside the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could ever need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans. You're gonna earn with your signature. Tiny, tiny, adorable food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, M looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aw.
Sure, Whalefrick, I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, M is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello? New partner? Beep, bop, bzz. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone. Who do you want to be? Fucking Clank, dude. Sorry, Pop. I think M will be partnering Clank today.
It's okay. No. It's okay. I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know of the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Should you just make that your new avatar?
You. I hardly know you. Yeah.
Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're gonna be keeping it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Fancy? Octopus? Your grandmammy's mashed potatoes? Great. Country
You have
boy.
mashed potatoes. Yeah.
I think country boy likes some grandmammy's mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make some warm, inviting, comforting. Make mashed potatoes.
And gravy?
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, quickly turn away. I'll go get taters.
Oh, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
It looks like things are getting fresh around here. Does anyone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Oh, sorry. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man.
Someone call for me.
No, geez, Van, while I'm working over here crushing Whalefrick's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and takes his attention to you and your old friends. Dude, this is some nice music.
Howdy there. What is Elizabeth? Van? Are we working the quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Whalefrick was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever that Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. I fancy. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear. She's coming from my colonel, if you don't watch out. It's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunks of hunks in your time of need. Dude, fucking Colonel, fuck that shit. I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? He turned to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanchez chose me. Isn't that right?
Businessman respects all fair agreements. From contracts to handshakes, I took on Welfric as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Welfric's natural talent or long-term but
Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hand's been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiling potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do, and is that getting a thumbnail? Right there.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. It's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. That's my screenshot. I can't get a screenshot, screw it. I'll just get one in post-editing. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Grandmammy would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you, standing, holding the same spork for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with the colonel. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right to her face. Beautiful face. Van, do something. Swooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he sinks away. Will he be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on, wait, Welfric. I do not want to waste food in the booming cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you swallow one more spoonful, you're both going to be prepared to eat it, wherever it lands. Fuck. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic.
In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality. Braised tentacle of an octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Bladed on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on in envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bit of his signature dish right off the plate. No, I don't. Something about the dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was washed. It may have turned into the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It's been eating.
I think I left something in the oven.
Well, I don't feel so good.
Die,
It
die,
killed
die.
him!
Oh, I was kidding.
Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. I've seen that before somewhere. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
See? Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as the statues.
Die.
I can't speak. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure if the professionals here will make enough money. Hello. I have turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you've been shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, the colonel approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on an entirely different vibe. It's dark, a little bit more than spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
There's mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know that they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
Or amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
To this music, Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to women, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders,
Yes, well, Frick.
there's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
Do you see Colonel's pissed face?
Yeah. We should follow our dreams with all of hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no. You... Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me! I'm the hero. What?
A smork monster is here to... Nope, that's not a good night.
Oh, the mark!
The spork monster is here to fight a hero.
I think I left something. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with each other, or with another chef on an emotional level.
Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! Woo! What will you do? I will fucking kill this nerd. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage.
Let's go.
Just got real. That attack really upset the Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. Spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to go on attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't freaking. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focused or mashed mine and draws energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. At this rate, this semester will probably be over before this fight ends. Spork Monster is no quitter though. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. They use Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the attack, dude. Cook with love. You go on the attack again. Cook with love. It does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge.
Well, villain, your ray of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Oh!
Thumbnail.
Power pinch.
Pop by power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spared is the wretched best. I'm a good guy. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living close with a push hole or decide to pity not your raid. Wow. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come up for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said.
The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko.
Orko? That name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand into the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, time to go towards the light. You're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Man, dreams are weird. You wake on day 2, and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonetizations? Demonetization at that. And then there's the secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be,
Gay.
I think I might like Clank.
Clank's a chick, then she's gay. Like? Him? Like?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like him. We got to start. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he sounds really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Coronel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Oh, yeah, but he's so popular that he was voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to, and he was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
I'm thinking maybe
I'm
something
broke.
got lost in pressure cooking language transition there. Either way, maybe it's best if you took it slow with this new guy, like I am with the Colonel.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student ever attended University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess.
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. Not cool. You are great. You have an idea of how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
Secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Echo in here? M checks to make sure that you're alone before continuing. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot.
So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. I'm dying. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created for... Okay, from super duper rare dried flower petals. And that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, M, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and I brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me.
Hold on, just checking my obvious.
And the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would have loved to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share a Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect it? Dude, I'm
Oh,
fake.
oh.
Screw this chick. Childhood friends never work out in the end. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was the Eye of Newt! Knew it! I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but... what can you do?
Eye of Newt? Wow!
Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure out that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she is definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom filled petal and Colonel's right about to show. Yep. It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school. Run to him. You decide that the best way to show him how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you onto the back of his stallion and ride you away together. Thou show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement surprised a horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, well, Frick, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget it, the world could end, so you know how serious. I have been trapped in a well beyond, but the great prophecy relies on my turn. Only you can see me. All you have to do is repeat my name 3 times, and that name is... But before you continue, you're suddenly awake. Ah, jeez. You wake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He aroused you back to life with a satchel of sacred spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the rock here. But one thing is for sure, the Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face.
That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and him to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see that your 2 rivals, and Von, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimented with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? Try to get a peek over at Von's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make it like a bee and bind your own wax, honey? Stop. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, aren't you? You make the rules.
I'm not sure you know a good meal if you ate it. You.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panicky.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found with your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night at the quad. Immediately elbows Von, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
Playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Von's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bull.
You should make that your thumbnail. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Von jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come to blows. I must think it must be over for me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse. Right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save for the arena, at least. Or don't, honestly. What do I care? I got a lovely career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal that the true start of the class. He's panting, which doesn't seem abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I was in the morning chasing a car around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now. I hope that you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He rubs it. Sprinkle stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkle jumps on you and licks your face.
Down, boy. Down. Off the hoppin'.
That command, shouted by Colonel Sanders, has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll reveal the global history of my favorite flower, the chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which was why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about the Colonel, and you missed most about the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Flick! Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? What do you think?
They're all bad.
Which should we sample?
Probably the dog biscuit.
Because its shape is baked in, you assume that the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps out and bites onto your cooking apron.
No.
What kind of monster would you steal a dog's favorite biscuit? The apron is left in tatters, and the entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to... No.
Did they just
into
kill us?
Dude, we've died twice. Ha! You fade into dark. The Spork monster! Borko, what are you doing here? It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as if your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend. Wherever you are.
Hey,
We're about to die again. I'm scared.
oh no.
Huh. Glass of water. You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted on a mountain spring.
Oh no.
What? Wait, don't be mine. It's for my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you got an excellent taste. Think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
I want to restart the whole game over just to not mess it up. But I'm not. I'm not insane.
No.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria's lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared.
Via timed competitive cook-off. The levels of theatrics that these two is off the charts. Demand that they're wasting everyone's time. Is everything a competition with you two?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey. To learn, to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle.
Yeah, stop killing your
Genre.
genres across Don't you have some portal monsters to capture or something?
I need to eat if I'm gonna have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef.
How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already bought my own lunch. Well, Frick, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed.
M reaches out and presents a gift to you.
My special grilled, that's really small. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down. And a tartlet for dessert.
It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat M's food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, Shortage, please calm down. This is a life room, not a sportsman court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. I wish not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. I'm never doing that again.
Go.
I stand
Go.
corrected.
If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. Bestie can best the best of them.
Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. This is now my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does the energy cells? That's right. But how would you have ever gone into school without knowing that? Well, I guess I'll rub my fully belly. Like that. In case the awful motivation. You're gonna need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many? 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tag waggles attentively. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. With state of mind, good attitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget about the day you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and devote. Will be a great time to harness that small town. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut down the noises of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sounding success? Bubbling. That's wrong?
You suck.
What?
Don't make my good sway, Bile. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Ro. Oh, wait, sorry.
I believe in you. Well, Frick.
He's actually cheering you on. I got so caught up in that. Which would be awesome. Except knowing he's watching you totally makes you forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is the Colonel. How many spoonfuls of... You're stranded on a desert island. With only one desert cookbook, what do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on challenge? You're failing behind. Sorry, Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next... Has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a scan mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Welfric does. and the good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing it the easy way.
When you hear everybody talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the...
Oh, frick. No!
But you're not fast enough. Your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use the hand ever. The Colonel shakes his hand in shame.
What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult.
Everyone, stop what you're doing now. The battle is over. Can't be so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it won't be for you compared to on account of well-flicked anyway. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose if you should at least tell before you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under the white chocolate dome, you'll find that a ride away of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Will Frick to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of a delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel, wouldn't you mind lending me your strong, steady hand? Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dough, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2A's tender nougat, and pearls of a blue-bloody gelée. Colonel seems to be intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into chocolate sauce.
Simplicity. Wait, no, that's not the accent. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it?
Oh, you? So he places his sauce-covered finger to his lips, leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Yeah, let's do that. You reach out to wipe your apron, with your apron to wipe the sauce off his glistening face. Colonel Santos recoils and brushes you back. Oh, fuck.
This goatee isn't just a fashion statement. It's a functional. I was saving that flavor for later.
Oh, oh, at
How?
least the loading screen's good.
How far are we going to be set back?
Probably to the challenge. That's forever. Wait, wait.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Okay, maybe I won't get my hand stuck in a blender. I'll probably do the same thing again, let's be real.
Let's hope not.
Let's just...
Let's just. Okay. Go.
That man, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know, I'm a special.
I like a dog with this. Okay. 100 degrees Celsius. That's right.
Yes, okay.
We don't get to wet my belly, but you're gonna... Okay, I'm not doing that no more.
Okay.
That's
You're good,
right.
you're good.
You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging and intensifies. Now that you've got some good basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Need gratitude? That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but are simply stronger and faster and better than you. Better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you're a child, your father told you something. That's right. Arroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success?
It's not bubbling. Wait.
Wait, it wasn't, but fuck.
That's what you did last time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, does this mean we have to... Please
Next
tell me
question.
we can
You
save
notice
it.
Sanders. I believe in you. Okay, I just gotta not pick the Colonel Sanders one. They're all Colonel Sanders!
Oh, Colonel Sanders.
Oh no. What a hunk. No, but they're undefeated.
Oh no.
No, what did I do? I just got my hand in a blender. No.
No.
The battle is over. This is chocolate.
The chocolate creamy gooey.
It's a waffle. Wow. Ooh, hee hee. I picked this one last time, Ryan. I lost.
Yeah.
Internalized a rage, I feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eye that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn and they fall off your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and shamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's the Colonel. He's probably here to tell you that he and are in love and decide to get married. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef, one awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I ever failed anything before?
So beautiful. That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in the culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths, and I've arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life. I failed. As an obstetrician. Yep. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give, not having a stroke.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants. I will bring joy to the entire world and make up for the rest of my misdeeds. Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepared for the fork. Is this Pork Monster? Porco?
No.
It is I. no, I said I wouldn't be back and after the whole fight to the death thing, but maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but
I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I should apologize. Now I'm gonna make a YouTuber apology video, and then I've always had to look over your shoulder. Monster problems. Am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad to hear that there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize by the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of pressure and stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. Dude, this is a Darman video now. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transferred. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocents from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guild. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
Sounds like are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Well, Frick, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any recipes of your own lately? I've always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to be paired with something spicy or something crispy? Perhaps both? Now that you've got him right where you want him, should you reveal your new creation or keep it a secret just for you? Let's reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with the Colonel. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of the Colonel's Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw, but just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later. I think back on this moment.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment with a AK-47.
You realize now that Colonel may be a school shooter, and I think we should do some snooping. Around the room you find various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Chicken.
Actually get to do something.
An adventure mystery game. Let's go. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize that it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders since when it was alive. A little note clipped onto the chicken's foot reads, The true state bird, the great state of Kentucky, man. I love my home, the US of A, Kentucky.
Okay.
Thank God we're from here, amen. Tap on an item. What about his baby pictures? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combos he sports. You figure that this must have been Colonel Sanders himself. Or that it's the drumstick that makes him wave like a rattler. Who frames a baby picture of themselves? Probably the same person who will make it just their own face. The logo of a company founded. Am I right or am I right? Something about this goal. Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lies the ashes on my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. He's gonna kill me.
What?
What about Kentucky? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing him. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. What about this candle? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. That's the word. Paratul?
Chicken.
Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer 69? No. One of the secret recipe ingredients is morphinavlor. Steve, we just learned something important.
Yep.
A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just a silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Tap on an item. The outside. You gaze out the window, across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Then the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? Never even learned your name. How could I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? Jeez. You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. This game is beautiful. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is when he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. We're not checking out the safe, that's mean. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take out one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant?
Walks in on us. Oh.
Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
I'm starting to get lightheaded. Oh crap! The jacket! Forgot to take it off. He's a simple man. That will not work. Tell him you're cold. Just tell the truth. You confessed. I think I've developed feelings for you.
I might be developing feelings for you, too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel?
Yes, well, Frick.
I honestly think that this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in the Colonel Sanders hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to the Colonel? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. FNF. In some jurisdictions, the lore isn't even legal? But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast. Your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous.
Oh,
Biscuits and chicken.
oh,
You taste the Colonel's food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
He's the Colonel. So, would you say that we're perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cushion
My
and your
cuisine.
taste buds. Cause, well, you know, I'm
Confidence.
dyslexic. That's my
Such
excuse.
grace. Could he be the world's greatest cooker? Let's flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A singular tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you.
Oh, no. Where have you been?
I-
Because I had one heck of a night.
She banged a robot.
I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried about that something happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get up to speed on the saga of Mare Fram.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think that I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure.
Guess he
I can
wanted...
get to know the little metallic guy.
Guess he wanted to know you inside and out.
Ooh. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control and I banged.
Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on while talking with a pressure cooker?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give M time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night just might be too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to the Colonel's house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. If being obsessed with the Colonel is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he myself might not quite grasp that fact. Besides, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Cause I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides the horse, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Wilfred, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist. But the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears to things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person. He senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Well, Frick, how's that hands feeling? I'm sure you'll get back to fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing? Complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
Oh, it's frozen. Oh, there it is. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Welfare. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Welfrick.
Annoyed by the Colonel's inability to see for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, that's a cool book. It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It appears to be some sort of Gimori, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
Remori? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered to the arcane warnings. Cast only if in case of instant emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I think I'd use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the Why would you do that?
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. A pretty good excuse to try it out. Yeah, I'm not doing it, that's stupid. You take your friend's advice and why would I get rid of the Colonel? It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for students to arrive. Clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dark moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up as he begins to breathe quickly. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He starts barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Tailwinch? I told you never to come back here, Tailwinch. I will destroy you, Tailwinch.
Sprinkles is barking furiosity. Yep, that's the word. Drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Tailwinds? Well, better not show your chubby cheek around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only parents, but any other school in hearing distance, He returns to his professional tone. Ahem. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Wellflick, for reminding me to dole out on this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... But before he could go any further, M's love drama spills out over the class.
I told you to save it after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
M and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and John. J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle midar as we descend midair. Hey, I said midar. Triangles are the strongest shape. Don't you know?
Hold on. I'm gonna take a break for a minute.
Oh, I outlived you. Maybe not my speaking, though. Yeah, you do, like, most of the primary voices. Oh. Oh.
Gotta fix my audio. Hayden? Houdonian?
Hello.
Okay. Quick drink and then we're back. Just gotta remember to edit that bit out.
You will not remember that.
Yeah, I probably won't. I don't really care either. With Doki Doki, you're AFK asleep for like 30 minutes. I left that in. Should I make this one long part or like multiple parts?
I don't know. I'm making mine multiple because I actually I edit my videos.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I'll do the same. If this game's 4 hours, then I'll do like 4 parts. Or maybe just a part every morning. Opening
Activate
coffee.
Windows. Go to your settings to activate Windows.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Then take Jeff and Juan with you. You can all hold
Joanne.
hands. Joanne?
Mhm.
Wait,
Joanne.
how do you spell Juan then? That was really
Huan.
Oh, shoot.
That's some good coffee.
As you pedal down the mountain or off the cliff, for all I care. And
Damn,
beep.
this girl is roasting her. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Wait.
He just committed suicide.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels. We get it. It's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pale over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you'll get it. Playtime approaches, see you all in the winter. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a prep talk. Hey, Em, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad. I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he be embarrassed me? How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Em brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
I'm going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Well, of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there somewhere with your name on it. In a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else you want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you met to date tomorrow this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for whoever the first someone to show you a little interest somehow. I did not put you that. Em gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it all up. Well, you're prep talking Em. You completely missed lunch, but that's okay. Because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Decide to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a test to beat off the pants of Von and the supposed man and his evil counterpart. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Welfrick's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish seems second nature to you, but you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. As soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by the Colonel.
Wildfrick, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pies begin to bake, and the smell of it slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick with to when, the oven goes off. Yeah, why would I lie to him? Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualization.
I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie from just the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an
all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
Haha, no. I can smell that was made with heaping helping of TLC.
TLC.
But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out.
The moment of truth.
Oh,
I lost.
wow. I've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
I know rule. That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just the
Mac and
dishes that'll
cheese,
push
let's
you
go.
over the... Dude, add some potatoes and you've won. Meanwhile, both Von and are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. M, in her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers, she's definitely prepared to go big going small. The Colonel seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs, because we're American, and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, copyright fried chicken. The intensity in this room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow. This is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
Egg wash.
M furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend, faster blaster.
Von flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
It's lagging. Let's rock and roll.
Scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank is into it.
Dial, pressure point, chicken cooking, technique.
Bro, he's talking. Wait, did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. South District.
Von quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you As you quickly prepare your disc, you know that has her spell book out. She gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity, fight evil magic, even if it's evil magic? Do it the hard way.
Do it the hard way.
Nothing like taking the easy way. Colonel told us that. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm gonna do it hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from across the room.
I believe in you, Welfric.
M notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Welfric, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
Fuck you. You turn to notice that M is at your station cheering you on. M, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but M tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient,
Oh no.
poison.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world does she get some Eye of Nit from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begins to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve! Wait, what happened to Borko? Wait, you're not You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So, I'd say that you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking compilation. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids in your culinary schools really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm in the middle of some. Do you mind? Steve, the sporting monster, knows that you've gotten the Grimoire stash beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to, huh? Crisscross the magical items, accidentally subbing me, huh? Huh, yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles and a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I always wanted to be a top chef, actually, you know. When I was just a little sport pup back in the old country. You can spill the fork monster wide enough to tell a really long and involved story. You don't really know exactly where this came from, but it seems to be pretty lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should watch from the stands. I really need focus on competition. I understand. It's kind of feel like the time in monster school when I fell asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, Solly was looking at me. He tosses a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Goodbye. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Yeah, let's just give up.
Restart us from like the beginning.
I would love that. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns... Huh? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange. Oh, hair noodles, maybe. Turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your butt. Okay. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepared their entire lives for this. My vocals are turning country. Yes, well, Frick, you were the chosen one. You will have... Shut up. The powers you have been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. My vocals turn country. I will show this world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear freak. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Press with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed is to make mac and cheese. Time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never been really my thing. I follow by heart.
What a guy! Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tendies you've ever laid your eyes on.
Let's see him. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have some surprising effects that will surpass their individual's efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare and present your dishes. Handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Esteemed one missing some students. Pop? Quank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet out there. Will you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. The Von had something to do with this.
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought what you was a salad.
Looks like Poppy's eliminated from challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids are new playing, but I must say, it's not the worst play in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly deal-book material. Wait a second, planes, quick. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep. Another onomatopoeias, but there is none. Somehow he must have gone unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has to be a long semester.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of work, the time comes for me to eat. Please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
That'd be so good if it was, human size.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki? I spy a forward of this issy bishy ball.
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink tongue touch the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have really cool elastic toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A plush! Rarely do I taste a dish which has much love poured into it as yours.
Em is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Why me?
Thank you, Welfric, for helping me believe in myself.
What did I do? I threw you to the curb every time I could for the Colonel.
Oh, yeah.
Fine, no up. Now just grab
Thank
your
you. I love this
dish.
guy's voice.
I've made uni over smooth egg custard and axel urchin shell topped with caviar. English.
That was the perfect voice.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different color type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He goes to pull at it erratically, causing the custard to swoosh around.
Woof a woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Wah. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue as his tongue is poked and parodic.
Yoshi, my tongue.
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
Why can't I test? I keep us supposed disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that certain food in a bowl made of noodles could
He
make
almost
it so
killed 2
hard to eat?
people.
Yep. Dejected,
Except
Von
one
Von does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified. For glamour.
Don't discount to Tom for 6.
This isn't the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know, yeah, I'm a dog, I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next, student. It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight of light rosewater syrup, topped with French maraclette and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food? At a cooking school?
Got toast in ears or something? Well, Frick, I told you, it's a display piece.
Asha, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition, not at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having a eating exam. If I wanted to be just on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating. School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it, if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You're disqualified.
Rage takes over. She finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if you cooked you. And with that, Ash storms up to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice, and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. Coffee break.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together.
Two chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
Oh. Has become something else.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. That looks really good.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought of seeing everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely,
Why am I giving him a German accent?
and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone plashes the class. You plash, and you plash. You get a plash.
Everyone gathers around the partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend into this reality, into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Von are drawn back in its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they meant that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. These were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return from one last assignment to get the groove on. The cafeteria has been completely decorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, ow, ow.
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Von and Ash tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. That shirt he's wearing. For a moment, you actually believe them.
Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you all to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster! He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for him romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ball round. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Only the Colonel himself. Oh, it's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had to mail it directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for, the school's dean. Oh, I get it. And we have a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Massachusetts. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who arrived late to the dance.
Now that I have graduated, I reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What? What?
I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my whole life figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Im's maturity. It's pretty clear that she managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand, kind of. Humans are weird.
Poor Clank. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Howdy, classmate.
One sexy word from him and I've blown. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give him a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal.
Family meal. Oh, oh, oh. That might have to be my thumbnail, bro.
Oh,
Hank is the most famous chicken man in history of Chicken and Man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
is that my coleslaw? The end?
But
I don't
What?
want it to end. Dude, this is like the end of a good anime. Can I?
Is it the end though? It has a question
No!
mark.
That's not me. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, the Colonel finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Well, Frank, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know. Just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to! As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with the Colonel, the future stretches out in front of you two.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you. Well, Frick.
How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together, well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
Wait, is Colonel a dick? But who will help you run your restaurants?
No, it was probably because you messed up your hand. And it screwed you up throughout the whole entire game. I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, Do you really think running restaurants is the best path?
His cold, dead eyes. Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you only live with half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life and I know that word, I just can't say it. I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school.
My dear Wilfred, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side.
The end. Like, actually? Wait, so
KFC console? No way.
what an ending.
That was great.
That was beautiful. Multiple clapping, but not too loud because it is 5:30 at night.
Oh, well, yeah, I've been yelling, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, you know.
Okay, now we gotta replay the game and make sure you don't get your
That
hand
really
in the
was
blender.
a finger-licking good dating simulator.
Yeah, finger looking good. I actually lasted through this one.
Oh, I didn't last. I came multiple times.
Oh,
Wait, you can load game?
dude, yeah, you're lucky it's not November.
Okay. That happened around the 6th way part. This takes surprisingly long to load. Okay, yeah, perfect. Now, you're on. Wait, I think I did a bad.
Oh, maybe.
100 degrees Celsius, even though we're Americans. When you get to what my belly, you're okay. It's near the bottom. It's 11.
11.
Oops.
Do not choose boiling this time.
Gratitude. Wait, is it always the bottom? No, it's not always the bottom. Because the
Yeah,
bottom
'cause
is
boiling
boiling.
was at the boiling. Boiling.
Small town. Okay, this is it. Silence. Oh my god! Oh my god!
We get
Wait.
another question.
Wait. Wait.
Oh. Oh.
Wait.
It doesn't matter.
It
does it?
doesn't. Wait. Okay, now we just have to skip through the rest of the game.
Sure, this is gonna. I don't think it's gonna work though.
No,
How did we
I'm dedicated. Oh,
How do we get Colonel Sanders'
internalized
attention?
because he does not like me touching his goatee.
You're dedicated.
La-di-dee,
We
la-di-dee.
better get that jitter clicking on because
Start, like, what is it, like, I don't know. Double clicking with the spacebar in my mouse. Oh, it's a spark monster.
oh yeah.
Oh, wait, his name is, Borko or whatever.
Oh,
Reveal it. Okay, this is gonna be the last part, just extras. Oh, wait, I don't know. That thing.
great. You can.
Aw.
Aww.
We're just going in a big
truth. He
lead.
loves
Nothing's gonna
them.
happen.
You never know. Maybe if you replay the game, something happens, which technically I'm replaying it, but my finger already
Oh.
hurts. Flatter him. If you earn every heart, he has to love you.
Yeah.
Wait, did I still mess up the pepper? Or the water or whatever? Oh no.
I don't know.
What if
I
I
don't know how
actually
this
have to do the whole game?
You probably do. You won't be able to earn every heart like that.
I don't care. I'm gonna keep going.
You're gonna keep going.
Don't do it.
It's just the same, so why not? I mean, no, they're probably
You never know.
You know, okay, yeah, true. I'll wait, you know.
And if this doesn't do anything, I'll restart the whole game.
That took us like 4 hours, by the way, so.
Yeah, but I'm skipping everything, so it's only gonna be like 15 minutes at the max.
Yeah, true.
He loves my
Actually,
papa. Oh, this intense battle, wow. Oh, hey. Oh, man, he's gone. Okay, do it the hard way, because Colonel loves that. He hearts. See, we're basically already done with the game. Give up on those play that. Man, this is going to be a really interesting extras video.
Uh-huh. You're keeping this in.
Yep. But it's an extras video, so people chose this life. Well, I'm clicking and open my coffee. Otherwise, I'd be passed out.
For some odd reason, you skipping through the game is less interesting than actually playing it.
Oh yeah, because this is the greatest game ever.
I don't know.
Dude, okay, Doki Doki, I get it. You know, I guess suicide isn't your thing. But KFC Colonel, dude.
He is looking kind of, you know, tough.
DJ Dog is in the house! Now what's gonna be fun is spending 20 hours editing a video that's gonna get maybe 6 views.
Yeah, but it's all about the result, not about the...
It's the journey, not the end.
Yeah, we can go with that.
The end?
The end?
Nah, it's not
Nope.
the end. Okay, this is it. Wait! He's saying something different.
Do, see, do...
Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, but you feel a surge of energy jump off the tip of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef. He has dedicated the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth. Fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with erotic spices. Exotic, not erotic. Ooh, that's two different things. But they don't reach out for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. We really did get a different ending.
Our feet may tire of dancing. I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together.
Colonel Sanders,
Will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in my kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life?
You gasped! Could it be? Is he really saying me and you together?
Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not to simply open the world's greatest chain fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, I want to make the KFC console. Yeah. So, what do you say, partner?
I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders! That's the end! I am so glad I killed my fingers for that ending. Whoa, yeah, baby! I told you!
Now we watch it all over again.
The true ending.
The true ending.
the true ending, guys.